All right, you ready?
Yeah,
Okay, so today's guest is a rising force in the world of dirt track racing. Please welcome to the Life and Pill podcast, Ericka Ray. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Um, Start with the first question. So, you grew up around cars, wrenches, and weekend races. Take us back to the first moments when you thought, "Oh yeah, this is, what I want to do," and what got you hooked up about racing.
So I've always grown up at the racetrack. My dad raced for as long as I can remember, and I just grew up there, so I knew that's where I wanted to end up. Um, and I fell in love with the sport.
And dirt racing track isn't all about trophies and checker flags. It's late night, busted bolts, and duct tape fixes. What's been your lowest garage moment, like the kind where you've considered like you walk away from the sport? Sometimes it happens.
Um, well, actually, it's been fairly recently. Just struggling with funding to get the car going. Like right now, my car is still in the shop and uh torn apart and I'm watching everyone else run. So that's pretty disheartening, but um, we're working on getting it all together so I can get out there soon.
And do you know like when it's gonna get fixed and everything like that?
I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks. The body's done, so I'm headed over there tomorrow to go put the body on. And then I'll need a gear for it, and then just graphics, and I should be good to go.
Okay, that's good. And how do you balance being like a content creator and a race car driver at the same time?
It's actually pretty, like a lot more difficult than you'd think, because I do have a full-time job as well. So I'm trying to balance all three of those things. And um, there's just times when I'm mentally exhausted from all of it. And the last thing I want to do is go on social media and get the criticism from some people on there. So sometimes it's pretty hard, but I just have to do it for the people who want to watch me and want to support me.
And what do you do outside of, racing and content creation?
Um, Outside of it, I like to do photography. Um, I was in the process of starting my own company, and now I just do that on the side. And then I love to be on the water and just hanging out with friends and family.
That's nice. So has there ever been a moment where like the views or like the likes in terms of, content creation ever pressure you into like the reality of keeping of like life balance, if that makes any sense?
I would say so. I started doing TikTok Live a lot, and that kind of consumed me a little bit, so I got away from that. But uh, now I'm just sticking to posting and interacting with people on social media.
And since social media is like a part of your brand as well, how do you handle the balance between being authentic and protecting your privacy?
Just making sure I watch what I say on there. It gets hard sometimes because people have a lot of questions, and I like to, you know, let them in on my world, but there's some things I don't want to tell them.
Yeah, that makes sense. So as a young woman in a male-dominated sport, have there been moments where you felt underestimated, and how do you respond both on and or off the track?
There's been several times when I've had people doubt me, and I just have to go out there and prove them wrong, whether it be on the track or people on social media who doubt me. Then I just post my results, and that usually handles it pretty quick.
Yeah. In terms of your photography as well, what was your favorite things about doing photography? Like, what do you mainly do with it?
Do a lot of sports and other motorsports as well. And I just love the opportunities that it brings because I've gone to the Monster Jam show in Nashville and gone to some other kinds of races that I would have never gotten to go to before, and a lot of motocross. So just the opportunities that it brings is pretty awesome.
And has those opportunities bring you into your racing career as well? Like it bring you like open doors to, creating another opportunity for you to like, race, for instance.
I'd say yeah. I have an opportunity to run a micro sprint car, which is something that I've always wanted to do, and that was because I did get to go take photos at a micro race, so that was pretty neat.
And then, how do you shake off like a bad race as a racer in general? And how was that routine like? And do you let yourself stew for a bit before getting back to racing again?
No, I usually just get right back in the car because just like any other sport, you're gonna have a bad game. So a bad night for me is just like having a bad game. So you gotta just shake it off and get back in the car. And I just tell myself I know what I'm doing, so I need to act like it.
Yeah, that makes sense. What was like the worst part about if you failing in general, and how would you recoup that and learn make that into like a lesson that you won't make that mistake next time?
I'm really just like learning from it. Like if I make a mistake, I look at what I did wrong and what the right way is to do it, and then I go practice it next time and just things like that. Just taking something that's negative and learning from it.
And so in motorsports, failure and setbacks are, part of the part of racing. And how do you mentally reset after a race that didn't go your way?
I just a lot of the times I'll go and I'll rewatch it and um, look at what I could have done different, and then I don't carry that into the next race. I go into the next race as if I've never had a bad night. I go in there as if like I go in there with confidence.
What was the biggest lesson racing has taught you outside and in the track?
I'd say the biggest lesson is not everyone's gonna like you. I'm a people pleaser and I want everyone to like me, So um, I learned that not everyone is gonna like you and you can't control it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Um, how has your family influenced your racing journey, and was there any like traditions or moments that helped growing that really shaped like who you are today?
Well, like I said at the beginning, my dad, he raced my whole life, so um, he was a really huge influence on me. And my uncle was out there racing, and my other uncle was out there helping, and so I just grew up with that. And so, sorry,
You're
I
fine.
don't remember the rest of your question.
Yeah, so was there any moments that helped you grow up as a person you are today?
Um, I'd say, yeah. I'm sorry. Can you edit that out?
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Do you mind repeating the question?
Yeah. So was there any moments in your life or while your racing journey that influenced who you are today within like the family or like you know what I mean? It's like how do you how like what are the moments that your family influenced throughout your racing journey helped you shaped into today? Like who you are into today?
Just being able to go out there and spend the time together because we've all like my dad started out and then we all got a car at the same time. It was me and um my brother, my sister, then my stepbrother and my stepsister. We had 6 cars at once.
Mhm.
So just going out there with everyone and getting to spend that time together at the racetrack, just I think it brought us closer.
Was there was there like a funny time thing that during that family time that stuck with you forever?
Yeah, so my siblings and I raced a different division from my siblings. They
Hmm.
raced like the younger kids. Um, and my stepbrother and my stepsister actually ended up taking each other out, so that was pretty funny. In the moment it wasn't, but after the fact it's pretty funny.
Mm. So you balanced racing with school, work, and how do you manage that time between the stress and everything that goes along the way with it?
It actually motivates me, 'cause when I was in school racing, I started at 15, so I was in high school at that time,
Hmm.
so it motivated me because I knew if I didn't have good grades, I wouldn't get to race that weekend. So motivated me to be a better student, and now motivates me to get up and go to work. The last thing I want to do is get up and go to work, but I know if I don't, then I'm not gonna have the money to fund the racing. So it motivates me to get up and do things.
So if you weren't like a race car driver, what would be like one other career or dream that you think you'll chase?
If I wasn't a race car driver, I think I would have played hockey, which is some
Oh,
people don't know that, but I am fascinated with hockey.
do you watch hockey outside of motorsports?
I don't follow it or anything, but I would prefer to go like in person and go watch a game. So I don't have a team or anything that I cheer for, but if I can go to a hockey game, I'll be there.
Okay. So when you're not behind the wheel, what's your favorite way to relax or like to have fun in general?
I like to go to the gym, and that's a way to like relax my brain a little bit. And then I just enjoy hanging out with friends and going out and doing cool things and going to new places.
So how's there been like a fan interaction that totally surprised you? Like someone said or did something that made you rethink what your presence means, or like you being there?
I wouldn't say I've had any like things that have made me question being there, but there's some memorable moments. Um, I got to meet these two little girls when I was racing in California,
Mm-hmm.
and that just made me take a step back and like they were so excited to meet me and I was still, I was 15
Mm-hmm.
and that was kind of like my made it moment because it was full circle. I was once that little girl so excited to meet the drivers and now I was the driver with the little girl so excited to meet them. So that was pretty awesome.
And you mentioned that you liked playing hockey. Do you play hockey outside of racing, or do you just do it for fun?
So I've never actually gotten to play hockey. I bought hockey skates to learn how to play, and then COVID happened, so it shut down the rink. So I never got to learn, but that is still one of my goals is to learn how to play hockey. I still
But
have my skates, so
do you know how to skate well though?
I wouldn't say like well. I mean, I could skate pretty decent, but not like those guys. Those guys can skate better than they can walk.
Yeah, that makes sense. Um, so since you have your own like clothing brand, what's it like seeing someone wearing your name on a hoodie or decal for the first time, and how involved are you in designing your gear?
So the first time I ever saw someone wearing my own stuff was at the Dome, which is in December, so it was fairly recent. And he walked by and he was wearing a hat, and I said, "Oh, hey, I like your hat," and he didn't recognize me in the moment, but later he was like, "Oh my gosh, that was you." Um, and so that was pretty awesome to see. And then I know people wear them all the time, 'cause they'll message me. They're like, "Hey, I wore your shirt to the track this weekend." So it's so awesome getting to like hear about that and actually see it. And then the design process. So I work with a really great company. They're called Angry Duck Graphics, and
Mm.
they did my designing for me, and they sent over uh like the drawing to get approved, and I did tweak it a little bit, but uh, they were able to do that for me, and it turned out amazing. So I have new stuff coming out soon, and I'm trusting that they'll do something just as good, if not better, than the last time.
And how long does it take you to, get it approved and redesign and everything like that? Normally, like
It's
your last design.
that took I'd say like 2 weeks to get it designed. And then the printing did take a little bit longer just because um, like they had to make my screen for it. But then once they made the screen for it, it was pretty quick on getting orders going out.
That's fun. Do you watch any sports outside the motorsports?
I don't really follow a lot of sports at all, like online or anything, but I do enjoy going to like live sporting. Like I love going to like football games. There's a lot of college football games around here, basketball, baseball. I enjoy just going and watching in person.
Like, what would you say like your favorite game that you've gone to?
I say probably I went to so we have a local college around here. It's called Murray State. They just actually you may have heard they went to or they beat Duke. So
Yes.
yeah, so I follow them a lot because they're close and we go to their games all the time. I think the best one I went to was probably their basketball game. It was a home game. Uh, it was just so awesome in there.
Mm. Do you tend to watch like basketball and football more than like other live sports, or would you say you watch any other, live sports in general?
Been in more football games than anything. But we did get into basketball a little bit this year, so that was pretty awesome.
Have you gone to any of like the Oakland Thunder and Pacers game yet?
I've not.
Oh, okay. That's all I have for you. Thank you for joining, even though it seems a bit short. I apologize if it's too short. I ran out of questions when I was filling it out on the piece of paper.
You're
Uh,
good.
so I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day, and thank you for joining.
Thank you so much, Steven.
Have a nice day.
You too.